Does J. Cole owe his fans anything as he prepares for his new release, considering that naysayers say he couldn't talk any GOAT talk after the Kendrick versus Drake beef?
J. Cole's fans are going to ride for him regardless. He has a group of fans like a lot of artists have that have made it to a certain point in their career that are going to ride with him regardless. As far as like, does he owe him anything?
Right.
I think him just dropping the album is, you know what I'm saying, all he needs to do.
I agree.
For his fans, essentially.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think they're really expecting anything else from him. They're not tripping if he addresses the whole Kendrick Drake thing at all.
I wouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? They don't care about that.
I don't care.
A lot of people don't care about that. It's not people that are fans of hip hop or music in general. That follow these careers. Okay, it's cool if you talk about it. It's something like it's some junk food for you, but like at the end of the day, just give me a good album. I'm not really tripping on that shit.
Mm-hmm. It's the same. I feel exactly the same way.
No, I think that people are still putting too much weight on him, you know, bowing out of, you know, said battle, but it really wasn't his. Look, he said, look, I don't have it. Whatever it is.
He addressed it already.
Yeah, he said, look, man, I love Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? We love Kendrick. He said it in front of. I know for some people that was like, I think Fat Joe said something like, I can't put him in that category because he got out of the battle, which honestly, if your heart wasn't in the battle like that, then it was a good thing for you to do. And there was really no win for you in there anyway.
Ooh.
I don't really care if he addresses it at all because it's over. Clearly Kendrick won. And Drake is still trying to figure it out.
And I heard rumors that Kendrick might be on the new project. I don't know if there's any truth to that. I doubt it.
There was always rumors that they were going to work together, but you know, it was always one of those what ifs.
So the only issue for me was that you made a record and you put it out, and then you rescinded it.
Yep.
That's the only thing that pissed me off about the situation. Like, not that you. Like, if you came in the game like, look, man, that's not my fight. You know what I mean? That's between them two brothers. I don't have nothing to do with it. But you dropped a record, and in your record, you was talking about how much, how you thought his career wasn't shit. You thought how Kendrick's career wasn't shit. And then you know what? Kendrick is my friend and such and such. Oh, bro. Now,
he didn't feel good about that when he first put it out. That's why the album was called Might Delete Later.
Yeah, I understand. Trust me.
It wasn't a good response, though.
Isn't that what we want?
It wasn't.
Isn't that what we want from people, to be accountable?
Yeah, you can't really be mad at him. Like, honestly, when it comes down to the sport of hip hop, I was a little upset about it.
Yeah,
but his response,
was
not good.
No, it wasn't.
So like, if
he should have deleted it.
Yeah, he should have deleted that. He never should have gave it the light of day because, like, say he stood on that, Kendrick was about to eat his ass alive. Like, if he decided he wanted to stay inside of that, I mean, he still punched at him a little bit when he dropped, when Kendrick dropped his last project. But I think, yeah, for the sport of hip hop, that was some sucker shit at the end of the day.
Yes.
But he's still an elite MC. When we talk about what we have and the people that we have to choose from, and not to take a shot at anybody else, but like people that are performing at a high level lyrically, with good songs.
There's not very many.
There's not very many. So it's like, you can say, okay, we ain't talking about him no more, but all they got to do is drop a song where he's rapping his ass off and you're right back talking about it.
Port Antonio dropped last year. Or whatever. He did his thing on that.
Port Antonio, is that him and Yachty?
No, that's the track after Might Delete Later that he kind of referenced it.
Yeah, he talked about the issue.
Yeah.
Nah,
Grippy.
I preferred the joint with him and Benny, and the one with him and Yachty. He went crazy on
he
both
went
of
nuts
those.
on the one with Benny, but that was before the battle. That was like probably a year before the battle.
He was destroying every guest.
He kills every guest appearance.
Yeah,
guest appearance or whatever. He kills every single one of those. That was Johnny P's Cadillac.
Yeah. What's the joint with him and Yachty? Because he went stupid on that too.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of that one.
What about Jay? I'll come to you. J. Cole seems to be pretty comfortable with the release. When everything. But is this project going to be legacy defining? Do you think?
I don't think so. I think he's already given us some incredible bodies of work. You know, I think at this point he's in the point, just like when you play Grand Theft Auto and you've already completed the missions and you're just doing the side jobs now. And I'm not saying that that's not to diminish, you know, what this project is going to be, but he's already given us so much, you know, that I don't think this is going to tarnish his legacy. It could add to it. I think, you know, just like when, you know, we talk about, and I'm not putting them in the exact same pantheon, but when we talk about Outkast, you know, is people are like, oh, well, you know, a project like Idlewild, which had some things on it I really liked, but, you know, had some things on it I was just like, and that was their last full project. I don't think just because like there were some things that I couldn't really get with, that I feel like that does anything to diminish what Outkast already means in the strata of hip hop. And I feel the same way for J. Cole. It'd be one thing if he only had a couple of albums and a mixtape or something out, but he's giving us, you know, several mixtapes leading up to his first release, and then all what I consider to be solid to excellent albums since then. You know, and then when you talk about what he's done on other people's projects, it's like J. Cole's catalog is incredible. I do change my opinion about, you know, who had a better catalog between him and Freddie Gibbs. Now I believe it's to be Gibbs. After Gibbs' last project, you know, so I can revisit some things that I've said before that I've adjusted my opinion on. But when I do
put the albums on the table.
I know, and now when I put the albums on the table, it's Freddie Gibbs.
It's not even close.
Not even close. You know, so I feel like I was probably wrong when I said J. Cole then.
It was provocative.
But yeah, J. Cole he's already done so much, not even artistically, but even when if you're one of those people who has to go to the commercial side of things, like J. Cole is, if it weren't for Kendrick, yeah, he'd be number one.
Yeah, I think the cool thing about Cole is that he still feels like he's chasing something. He still feels like he needs to replace his first commercial album. You know what I'm saying? He was not happy with that first commercial album. And he feels like he still has something to prove. So, like, as far as if it's legacy defining, I don't think is that, but it kind of remains to be seen by actually listening to it. It's maybe legacy defining personally to him. I don't think it's legacy defining as far as his fans or musically as a whole, so to speak. I think it's like a personal goal that he's trying to achieve.
Do I think it's legacy defining? No, I do not. Do I think that it is important to his discography? Yes, only because he says this is his last. Do I believe this is his last album? No.
I don't know,
but
man.
How many albums does he have? Like 4, 3?
Nah, he's got more than that.
Does he? I'm not really super up on J. Cole's projects.
So are
like
we
that.
not including the mixtapes?
Yeah,
No,
just albums.
Because that Piff era, those were albums. They were mixtapes, but they were albums.
I agree, but
I will
are
look up
they
studio
on
releases.
DSPs? Well,
So-
Friday Night Lights is.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the come up or the warm up are.
So what was his first commercial release?
Cold World, the Sideline Story.
Sideline Story.
Yep.
Then was
Born Center.
Born Center. Then was Forest Hill Drive.
Then For Your Eyes Only.
For Your Eyes Only.
And then the drugs, the one with the drugs.
No, so he's got Cold World, Born Center, Forest Hill Drive, For Your Eyes Only, KOD, and then the off season. So he has
6.
Yeah, so he has 6, 6 full length, and then you're talking about the mixtapes appearances.
I feel like Freddie Gibbs lapped him.
But that's not
not
what
what
we're
I'm
talking
talking
about.
about.
Okay.
Anyways, sorry.
It's easy to get sidetracked when we have these conversations.
But yeah,
To me, I kind of agree with Byron as far as the legacy stuff's concerned. Like, I feel like, and this is obviously, as we're having this conversation, you can tell I'm not a super huge J. Cole stan like that. Like, I'm a fan of J. Cole, but I feel like if this project is like really phenomenal, then it will move him up a little bit higher for me personally. But who he is kind of already defined.
exactly.
You know, so
Like, you can't come off of the hoopla that everybody has to say about him right now and drop a dud.
drop the double disc like the what's the one that everybody the Bone Thugs one that
Bone
everybody.
Thugs.
Art of War, don't do it. Oh
And the
my
thing
God.
is, there are going to be people. How dare you say anything about the Art of War?
But
There's
see, this is
always
a
somebody.
This is the thing. For him to stick his chest out in a very haughty nature to say, I'm dropping a 2-disc project in today's day and age.
What does that even mean?
It means a lot to me, honestly.
I
Because,
mean, from this per se, we nobody has discs anymore.
well, I mean, that's just kind of a
It's
nod
going
to
to be
old.
20 songs, man.
That's a lot of music to try to stamp your legacy and say that I'm going to bow out of this shit.